What's up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of my Friday Gamerlog series. In this series, I plan to talk about games that I've been playing lately. I'll show some clips of the games and talk about them a little bit. I'll talk about recent purchases or purchases that I'd like to make, and I'll even discuss a little bit about current YouTube projects, or I may even talk about some stuff I have planned for the direct future. So I hope y'all find this enjoyable and fun to watch and whatnot. So without further ado, let's get started with what I've been playing lately. My main focus as far as gaming goes right now is to beat all of the Legend of Zelda games that I've never beaten before. One of those games is Wind Waker. I'd never beaten that, let alone played much in it. So I started a file. At first I really didn't like this game. I really didn't care for it at all. In particular, the fortress where you lose your sword, I was getting really impatient with that. Because every time you get caught, you'd be sent really far back. But after I beat that, I started warming up more to the game and started getting a lot funner. I found out pretty quickly what to do against the first boss here. Just swing on the tail for the first form. It took me a while to figure out what to do for the second form. It wasn't until I saved and quit and came back that I figured out what to do. You're supposed to hit his eye with the grappling hook and then slash him. Similar to Goma from Ocarina of Time. But I'm not using any guides or anything for my first run, unless like an area takes like an hour, hour and a half, something like that. But I haven't had any problems like that yet. But I've warmed up to Wind Waker. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I really like how his eye flies at you like that. But yeah, I've only beaten the first real dungeon in Wind Waker, and I saved and quit right after that. Another Zelda game that I hadn't beaten before was Minish Cap, but I have beaten it now. As of 2 nights ago, I beat it. I haven't went back and played much of it. I still have a few things left to do, mostly fusing kinstones. I find fusing kinstones kind of annoying, personally. This store right here is still closed. I don't know what I have to do for it. A friend of mine says that he fused a kinstone with a cat in one of these houses over here, a white cat. I'll show it to you real quick. This cat right here. But I've enjoyed Minish Cap. I thought that it was really fun. I do have a few complaints about it though. I thought that it was really easy, and kinstone fusing was kind of annoying. Especially whenever you'd fuse a kinstone to get a kinstone. That would always really annoy me. This item right here is by far my favorite sub-weapon in this entire game. I really enjoy flipping things. I also really like the camos of the oracles from Seasons and Ages. I got Farore and Nehru a house, but I haven't figured out anything for Din. I'm guessing it has something to do with kinstone fusing. But this game reminded me a lot like Majora's Mask and a lot like A Link to the Past. Like the gameplay style and the music reminds me of A Link to the Past, but it reminds me of Majora's Mask in the fact that it doesn't have many dungeons and it has a lot of side questing and hidden things. I only have to fuse 8 more kinstones before I have them all done, but it's just a matter of finding out who I have to fuse them with. I have quite a few of these figurines and whatnot. I don't have them all though. I do have quite a few though. I'll go and show them real quick. Capless Red, that was the most recent one that I got. Capless Link, whatever. But as you can see, I got quite a few of them. I don't have that many more left to get. I usually put the probability that I'll get a new one on 90%. But yeah, that's all the figurines. I've only gotten one boss figurine so far, but whatever. So that's another thing I have left to do here in Minish Cap. On another side of gaming, I decided to start another file in Oracle of Ages. A linked file of it. I've never beaten the linked story here in Ages. I haven't went back and played it for quite some time, so I don't even really remember where I left off. I've beaten both Ages and Seasons normally. Forgive my noobish controls here. This is the very first Game Boy Color game that I've ever played in my Game Boy player. It's pretty neat that you can do that, though. I wasn't sure if it would work or not. But like I was saying, I've beaten both Ages and Seasons normally. I've also beat the linked story in Seasons, but I've never beaten the linked story here in Ages, and I hear that the linked story in Ages is better than the linked story in Seasons, and I really liked the linked story in Seasons. I liked how everything carried over. Apparently we're headed northwest to Symmetry City, if I remember correctly. I'll end up doing that off camera and everything, though. Obviously, this ain't no project for YouTube, it's just what I'm doing in my free time. I think that I'll just stick to the file that I have right now on this. I don't think I want to start all over. I'm not that far into the game anyway. So yeah, most of my free time gaming has been going to Zelda. As for YouTube projects, though, I'm trying to get back to where I left off in Final Fantasy IV Solo Cecil. I leveled all the way up to 99 and still couldn't complete a cave, so I'm going back through the game, and this time I'm going to watch my stats really well and make sure that I can do the cave this time. I didn't think I'd have any problems before, but apparently I did end up having problems. Whatever the case, though, I'm putting some work into this, trying to get us back to where we left off so we can finish this. We only have about 4, maybe 5 parts left to the Final Fantasy run, so we'll get that done eventually. I thought about trying to record some stuff from my Atari 2600, from my ColecoVision, and from my Odyssey 2. I had to order a part to be able to play them from my TV because my current TV doesn't have a little plug-in on the back for the thing that goes into the TV, so I had to order a part that would convert it to where I could do that. The part only cost me 17 cents. It was really, really cheap, and it arrived today. It does let me play my games on my TV. My TV has a built-in VHS player. I had never watched any VHS, tapes on it or anything, so I just assumed that it worked, and that was my method of recording from these 3 older systems. I was just going to record them onto VHS cassettes and then record off of those, screen capture off of those onto my computer using a DVD VHS combo thing. But the VHS player on my TV doesn't work, apparently. I didn't know that. Every time I put in a VHS cassette, it just automatically ejects it. So yeah, that's annoying, but I'll find a way eventually to record from these. I'm not too worried about it right now because I don't really have that many games that I'm interested in recording from these 3 older systems, but it would be nice to be able to record from them at some point. But like I said, I'll probably either get another TV eventually that has another built-in VHS cassette player, or I'll find another method to record from them. As far as gaming goes, like games that I want to buy, there's only really one game that I have in mind right now, and that's Mega Man for Game Gear. I checked on Amazon and eBay and all that. The game regularly goes for, looked around probably $40, so that's kind of expensive, but I expected that because it seems to be kind of rare, but I'd like to own it, so whenever I do get a lot of extra money, I'll most likely pick this game up. So yeah, that's what I've been up to as far as gaming is concerned. Mainly Zelda for the most part. Now that I've finished off Minish Cap, I'm going to go and try to beat 4 Swords. I was hoping to play through 4 Swords with a friend on the cartridge version, but everybody that I know that owns the cartridge acts like they're not really all that interested in playing it right now. That's alright though, because I have it on my DS, the Anniversary Edition. It has a single player mode, so I'll just do that. I think it's a pretty short game anyway, so it's all good. So yeah, I'm going to beat that, and as far as YouTube is concerned, I'm mainly just trying to get the current projects caught up. We have 2 more games of baseball, trying to get caught back up on Final Fantasy IV, and I'm also trying to get caught back up on the Ninja Turtles hack. The guy that made it finished it, and I'm trying to get back to where I left off. I want to match up the Turtles' health and weapons to how they were before I had to start over again. So I would like to get that stuff caught back up and everything. I thought about posting another run until I get things caught back up, since I'm a little bit behind on those. Just something to watch until I do get the current projects caught back up. But then I thought, well, no, I've got so many things going on right now, I don't know if I should post another project or not. But I'm thinking about it. So I may or may not post another run to watch until then. We'll see how it goes. And well guys, that is it for today's Gamers Log, and I hope you all enjoyed this and everything, and I will see you again next Friday for another Friday Gamers Log. Thank you for watching.